Red Point is arguably the most dangerous spot for rock fishing in New South Wales. 3 years ago, Port Kembla local Bruce Colas saved a Korean angler who had fallen into its dangerous swell.
I was at a surf club meeting one afternoon when we got a call from police radio to say there was a fisherman in the water off Red Point. In company with the local lifeguard, I grabbed a board and I took the board into the water. The fisherman was being supported on an angel ring. At that time the helicopter was en route from Sydney. We spent about 30 minutes in the water.
The angler was one of the lucky ones, with over 150 rock fishing deaths in the last 20 years in New South Wales alone. The majority of these deaths have been in the Asian community, with Australian surf lifesaving statistics showing Asian language speakers to have made up 83% of the rock fishing deaths in 2010. The New South Wales Recreational Fishing Alliance has identified education as the key to reducing these numbers. With backing from the New South Wales Government, the RFA, alongside Surf Lifesaving Australia, the Department of Primary Industries and the Angel Rings program, have been running multilingual safety seminars for the past 4 years. President of the RFA, Malcolm Poole, says they've been hosting these workshops to spread the message of safe rock fishing amongst the Asian population in New South Wales.
It's about engaging the community, making them our ambassadors, teaching them, training them and showing them the problems that we see and making sure that they see the same problems and then getting them to express that information back to their own communities. That's sort of putting, I suppose, giving them the control.
Matthew Poon, a Mandarin-speaking safe fishing educator, says spreading the message in people's native language needs to be a top priority.
I believe it's very important because some of them, particularly new migrants to the country, they have difficulty learning the ins and outs of this rock safety fishing in English. So we believe ability to teach them in Chinese or a native language is particularly important.
The Australian government have adopted a similar policy, announcing a new multilingual education initiative for rock fishing safety. Safety Officer of the Australian National Sports Fishing Association and Angel Ring Coordinator, Stan Constanaris, says this is the right way to go.
It's the only way. Legislation won't work. People are still going to get into trouble unless you teach them how to do it properly. So we really are trying to turn inexperienced anglers into experienced anglers by sharing our skills and knowledge.
Rock fishing instructor Alex Bellissimo believes if people learn to read the waves, they will be much safer.
Look, rock fishing can be extremely dangerous, but you know something? I find rock fishing safer than driving on our roads. When a wave's coming towards you, it's very uniform. Like, a wave doesn't text on the phone. A wave's not drunk. A wave is not mad, all right? So it just doesn't do weird things.
The education approach adopted by the RFA and the New South Wales Government is starting to yield positive results, with the Australian National Sports Fishing Association reporting that only 25% of rock fishing deaths in the last year have been from Australia's Asian population. For Constanaris, there's no reason for people to drown while rock fishing.
There really is no reason why we should be drowning off the rocks. There's absolutely no reason, if you follow a few simple rules, why people drown off the rocks. It's crazy, and we scratch our heads to, you know, we all grew up following the basic rules, and it was very easy for us to, you know, to adopt them and adopt those safe fishing practices. But people coming from another culture into our country have a difficulty grasping how dangerous our coast is. So it's just a matter of educating them and teaching them that they need to be aware that, you know, conditions can turn very quickly on our rocks, and our rocks are dangerous if you do the wrong thing.
Jacob Kuriup for Get Hooked magazine.